come up short, hopeless, cynical, fearful, and survivors. But now, they've had a heart attack, or diabetes, or stroke, so they struggle with obesity. But enough is enough, and the buck stops here. You and I are not floating down the stream. So why am I telling you this? Because you're going to outlive me. I'll be your example. I may need your care and assistance someday. And because, of course, I love and care for you.
So that's just kind of an abbreviated little intimate version of what we look at when we look at health. And what Forevergreen tries to do is if the body will perform the miracles, then what we want to do is provide the best raw materials on the planet. That's what we spend our days doing, finding the raw materials that will support your movement, not literally your movement, but you know what I mean, your movement, okay? And also support your business building efforts. We're here to build a business, guys. We're here to build an enterprise. We just want it to be fun. We want it to be real. We want it to be authentic. We want it to be inspirational. Because I firmly believe this. Motivation is for the uninspired. If you're not inspired, you better be listening to motivation. It's like, and after a while, it's like whipping a dead horse. And we're going to talk about that here in just a couple minutes. But I'm really honored today. Those of you who are watching live stream, it's a privilege to serve you. It's a privilege to co-create with you an amazing business. Our whole work style here is whether you're the receptionist or you're the general manager of the company, Craig Smith, we're equal. We just have different responsibilities, and there's no job too big or too small for any of us in this company. Nobody here wants to die in their own arms. Everybody here wants to serve. Everybody here wants to grow. And I'm just here to tell you something. It's one thing to be a nice and great person. Got it. Be a nice and great person. But when it comes to your business, you need to be lethal. You need to be skilled at what you do. God gives us talents. We make them skills. And too many people die riddled with talent and no skill. It's a sad way to go out. If you've been given something, you need to exploit it and build it and share it with the rest of us. Kind of in the way what Dom's doing right now, to be quite frank. I know every time we get in the car, it's just fun to hear his passion for the ketone conversation, because many of us in the beginning thought, oh, it was just weight loss. No. Weight loss is kind of down the list. It's one of the byproducts of what happens in the state of ketosis. And I'm excited for him to share with you the diversity of this conversation around ketones. Our history with Ketopia is this. We pre-launched several months ago. Do you want me to go into it or no? So this will be your last opportunity to throw any tomatoes you want to throw right now. Just throw them, okay? Yeah. But we did about roughly $1 million in revenue in the first 9 or 10 days. You did that, okay? And there was a little bit of a supply chain issue. But what we learned in that 9 or 10 days was what? Just how powerful and potent this conversation is in conjunction with you, with us. We just learned that like that. So in that supply chain issue, guess what? We got to kind of realize that maybe if we would have kept going without control measures over the supply chain, we might have been headed for a bigger disaster. So instead, we found those control measures. We created those. We found the flavoring finally. Thank you for those of you who gagged down the other stuff. You guys are amazing. Andrew, how you gag that down every day, I have no idea, bro, but amazing, bro. So, but now we've got it to a place where, wow, we've got things dialed in now. And we just launched it, what, a few weeks ago? And now the world is just on fire of curiosity and business. I mean, if you don't think there's a financial opportunity centered around what you're about to hear today, you really missed the boat. Because I've seen a lot of things in my career, and I'm going to talk commerce here for a second. I've never seen one this big. Never. This is a very holistic concept. It's not a target. It's a holistic concept. And it moves and inspires me to go ahead and go through the embarrassment, go through the face plants, go through the challenges, go through the criticism, go through the sleepless nights, so that we could be here today and show our true colors of who we really are. Because our history is nothing but overcoming adversity and challenging and then succeeding. And there's a reason why we went from 12 million to 70 million in the last 2 years. It's because there's a lot of talent and passion in this room. There's a lot of skill in this room. And many of you represent our top leadership in the world, and you're here with us today. So I hope you understand, you connect the dots of what the conversation is to business, and you're prepared. That you're not licking your wounds anymore. You're not talking about the back of the boat. You move to the front of the boat because you're going to miss the party if you become the critic and the scorekeeper. Okay? You need to be the player right now. And you need to relieve yourself of any weight so you can weight off your shoulders to go forward and build your businesses. So we're here. We developed the Dough Bites, which was a phantom carb bar. You ever had a dough bite? Yeah? Okay. Phantom carb, it might have been in your room, I don't know, maybe it was, but we put stuff under Dom's pillows. I'm kidding, in his room. But we created the Dough Bites, which gave us an opportunity to kind of feel like we're cheating, but we're just eating, good food. The Fix Shake, which was a keto shake, which has been a big hit. And then we created a CBD product called Keto PM. And Keto PM is, how many of you have taken Keto PM? Yeah.